What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Girls Aloud, and we're returning to Chemistry 2005. Thank you again to Flemish Giant. And the next track is See the Day. There's a bit of poetry to it. It's not the kind of expression you would use in a detailed, technical conversation. It feels more like an idiom or an expression that is used to convey a general meaning that might be applied to a specific situation. But to take it at face value, to see the day maybe can mean to acknowledge what the conditions are, what has to be done, how one might go about doing that, and what the arc of the day, be it literal or conceptual, might entail. But even then, again, it feels like that's a frame of mind or an approach, a methodology, not a specific recipe or roadmap in particular circumstances. So let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Girls Aloud. The track is See the Day, and it's from the 2005 album Chemistry. And if you can't tell, if you can't hear, it's pouring rain outside.
When you look at me, tell me what you see. Do you see no love at all? Or do you see in me what you always see in every girl that you fall for? I say to you, I know just what to do. Will you ever see the day heartache leads astray? Good luck will always come from me. Will you ever learn to love without a little doubt? Good luck will always come from
like the feeling of this tune a lot. Like, sonically or stylistically, I would maybe describe it as having an R&B flavor, but with a bit of a, like, I don't know if gospel is the right label, but it has this, like, devotional, epic, putting all your feeling out there in the way that a lot of, gospel music and that type of devotional singing does. And as far as I can tell, See the Day is, and in fact, I maybe should have thought of this in advance, part of the larger expression, will we ever live to see the day when this will happen? The idea that there is some potential set of circumstances which has yet to obtain, and the certainty about which actually becoming reality is not determined, wondering if that actually will take place or whether it will always be out of reach, always hypothetical, never actual. And in this case, it sounds like the narrator is saying to this guy that, he seems to fall for the same type of woman, or maybe because of the same types of behaviors, he sees, certain attractive qualities or qualities that draw him toward women, but that has led him to this cycle of never fully committing, never loving without doubt, in, complete feeling, but she's seemingly casting herself as the antidote to that and the catalyst to arrive at the day in question when he might give himself over to love completely, allow himself to love another without reservation, without doubt, and she's saying that full, total love, that will be coming from her. So she's saying it's possible, but you have to give into it. You have to accept, or at least acknowledge, that the possibility is real, not something that, is just an idea, and you have to stop settling for these more short-term or simplistic pleasures or attractions that lead you into this endless cycle of not really knowing true love. So it feels like the narrator is hopeful, even as she's kind of questioning whether, we'll actually get there with this other person. So yeah, it's a sweet tune and a hopeful tune, and one where, again, I feel like the romantic or deep emotional feeling almost kind of treads into, like, into the spiritual realm. It feels like that type of catharsis, even though I think it's a very, secular subject or scenario. So yeah, a cool tune. And again, it is now interesting, having gone through, like 2 1/3 albums, what have you. Although, again, I think we did go through a select journey through that first album. In any case, the point is, having gone through a few of their albums now, they definitely have some stylistic variation. There's been some tunes which have that kind of like alternative pop feel, others which have a bit of an electronic sound, some which, are kind of on the edge of like having a pop rock sound, and then this one, again, it's like R&B with a bit of a gospel flavor. There was, I think, some guitar in there, which almost had a bit of a blues feel. So yeah, definitely enjoying the stylistic variety in their catalog. Thank you again to Flemish Giant, as well as Mark and Phil and others who've been commenting. Do let me know what you think here, and I will see you next time. Peace.